bills feeling heavy, I'm stuck in the grind. I turn to the music, let it free up my mind. Got the beats and the rhymes, they speak to my soul. Lift me up from the depths and help me find control. When the stress is on high and the days feel long, I put my headphones on, get lost in the song. It's the rhythm and the flow, it takes me away to a place where the struggle and the pain fade away. Every note, every chord, it's a lifeline of me. When I'm drowning in the struggle, it's a way to be free. Got the lyrics like therapy, they telling my tale. From the height of the lows, through the storms and the hail, and the silence of the night when I'm feeling alone. I let the music play and it guides me back home. It's the beat of my heart, it's the pulse in my veins, it's the joy and the sorrow, it's the love and the pain.
Swear they never tell me nothing. I can hear it in your voice. You and your homeboys frontin'. I'm dealing with the struggle, and work got me stressed. Y'all be aiming for my head, but look, I still with my best. Look, catch me in the streets, enough for more, enough for less. I don't drink anymore, but still keep on my finesse. Catch me all on grind mode, still running from 5-0. Always keep my eyes low, could always find my way home. Should I still away go? Watch me spend my pesos with some of my loved ones from LA out to Dago. Love for everybody, and I miss all of my halos. Got all my homeboys up in heaven, guardian angels. Gotta watch me lay low, keep that faith and pray, bro. Practice what I preach, don't make a move until I say so. So my son and daughters can always reap on what I sow. Even though it's harder, I'ma always take the high road. Aye.
Woke up this morning and the sky's kinda gray, but I'm still feeling blessed even in my own way. But the problems on my mind and the stress in the air, I'm still standing strong, ain't no room for despair. But the bill's stacking high and the world's moving fast, and I take it in stride, I don't dwell on the past. Every challenge I face I see as a new test, no matter how bad, I'm giving it my best. I lost a few battles, but I'm still in the fight. Every setback is set up for something more bright. Life's throwing the punches, and I roll with the hits. I won't let the darkness overshadow my wits. I could have stayed down, but I chose to rise with hope in my heart and fire in my eyes. Every day's a blessing, even when it's tough. I keep pushing forward, cause I'm built that rough.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Stay tapped in. We're about to get the show started in a bit. Stay tuned in. Let's get it.
I Came up from the bottom where the streets are never calm. In the belly of the beast, had to weather every storm. Living life on the edge, every day another test. And the Vadia homies had to fight to show who's the best. Saw my homies falling victim to the game and the hustle. In the shadows where the strong gotta flex their own muscle. From the crack of dawn till the stars filled up the sky. It's a grind, it's a struggle just to make it alive. Kept my dreams in my heart, I never let them get away. Even when the world was gone,
E6, what up, my man?
Had to hustle, had to grind, put my life on the line. Every step, every breath, I was chasing what was mine. Through the pain and the struggle, through the nights with no sleep. Had to dig deep and find the strength to
okay, for sure.
heat. Now I'm standing on the top, looking back where I've been. A survivor of the streets, let the new life begin. So I spit this for the raza, still caught up in the grind. Keep your eye on the prize, don't get lost and be blind. There's a way out the struggle, you gotta find your own way. Stay true to yourself, I promise you'll see a brighter day. So I spit this for the raza, still caught up in the grind. Keep your eye on the prize, don't get lost and be blind. There's a way out the struggle, you gotta find your own way. Stay true to yourself, I promise you'll see a brighter day.
I grace, we don't switch up, that's you know who be with ya. I'm staring down at my box and now I'm looking at the big picture. Start another pick up, got a spark and hit my liquor. For all my dead homies, we gon' go and get some. I'm in my 30s now, burning the wick at both the switch ups. Street lights and candles, wires you can't handle. And every time I had, I pull my gun out for that mantle. Going down the block so I could light a couple candles for my homies and OGs and all of my throwies. Sitting on that boulevard, we pulling out of that OE. Breeze, I know you told me, and this shit will never fold me. Official Breeze music, y'all be acting like the old me, look. And I'm just trying to make it right. Smoking on my Swisher, roll it tight. Won't never do it once, I do it twice. So watch my boy go and rock the mic.
So I spit this for the raza, still caught up in the grind. Keep your eye on the prize, don't get lost and be blind. There's a way out the struggle, you gotta find your own way. Stay true to yourself, I promise you'll see a brighter day. So I spit this for the raza, still caught up in the grind. Keep your eye on the prize, don't get lost and be blind. There's a way out the struggle, you gotta find your own way. Stay true to yourself, I promise you'll see a brighter day.
It's Friday and I feel like getting paid. Took the silver caddy for a cruise down Timber Lane, and it's still the same. We be searching for them better days, them better ways. Like the old school homie, we got them better plays. Loyalty, respect is better than a check. I'll break your fucking neck if you try to disrespect. We be rolling through the motions, glass full of potion, blunt full of potent while we staring at the ocean. I'm steady working my 9 to 5, trying to survive. Always up on the grind all the time, keeping my eyes locked in on the 56 Bel Air. Cause one day I'll get there. Cause one day I'll get there. Listen up to my OG Breeze, always cooking up them sick ass beats. From the drums to the keys, from the desert to the seas. You know what I mean? As we trying to stack up all this green with the team, trying to live our dreams.
So I spit this for the raza, still caught up in the grind. Keep your eye on the prize, don't get lost in the line. There's a way out the struggle, you gotta find your own way. Stay true to yourself, I promise you'll see a brighter day. So I spit this for the raza, still caught up in the grind. Keep your eye on the prize, don't get lost and be blind. There's a way out the struggle, you gotta find your own way. Stay true to yourself, I promise you'll see a brighter day.
Let's light one up. Tony, what up? What up? We in the building, right? We're gonna do it like this. Tony talk, listen up to Tony talk. Tony talk, listen up to Tony talk. Crack a brew, pull a chair, light it up. Tony talk, Listen up to Tony talk. Salcedo, he be the Mexicano. The boss in the building believe that he be El Macho. Interviewing the making, the voice of the people. Try to shut the show down, your attempts be feeble. Follow the leader, acknowledge the one with the mic. We can even bring the ladies in and party all night. Pull up a chair, take a seat, broadcast on. Cool as can be when we blast raw rap songs. Roll up a bleezy, how we make it seem so easy. Throw up the PC, West Coast, oh so steez. No joke, in the breeze, palm trees, Venice Beach, OC. Listen up to Tony talk when he speak. He got your favorite guest, your favorite rapper. He got all of your favorites, your favorite actor. Tony on the talk, Tony Montana. Keep your ears open cause Tony got the answers. Tony talk, listen up to Tony talk. Tony talk, listen up to Tony talk. Crack a brew, pull a chair, light it up. Tony talk, listen up to Tony talk.
Tony's time. Takeover Tuesdays in full effect right now. Let's go.
Yo, it's your man Tony Nario right here on Tuesday Takeover with your man Tony. Y'all know what it is, man. West Coast, stand up. Oh, yeah.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you guys for tapping in right here to the Tony Nario Tuesday Takeover. I appreciate everyone that's tapped in. Shout out to Germicide. Shout out to Bray Smeezy. Shout out to E6. Jazzo, the Juggernaut. Everyone tapped in. I appreciate you guys. Tony, man, how you feeling tonight, man?
Feeling good, brother. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for having me tonight.
Tony.
It's been a long time coming. Shout out to our man.
Oh, I think
Breeze
we lost
to put
Tony
this
right
together.
Oh, you're back. Yeah, there you are. Tony, what up?
What up? What up? Did it go out?
No, yeah, went out for a little bit. How you feeling?
Feeling good, brother. I was saying make sure we give a good shout out to Breeze. You know what I mean?
Breeze,
He's the one that put this all together, man. OBM.
Let's get it. Shout out to Breeze. We're playing this adults only project right there. As you guys were waiting for us to join the live right here. Tony, man, tell me a little bit about who you are, man, and where you're from and all that, man.
Well, I'm definitely not a human. I'm West LA born, man, born in Santa Monica, raised in Inglewood. Still go by Alcatraz, but did a rebranding to Tony Nario, which is my government name. People still call me Alcatraz, Traz, you know. I've been doing this rap shit for way too long. What's funny is I actually took almost like a 9-year sabbatical, you know, just to make sure that I was raising my daughter right. You know, now recently I just had a son, my little man, he's about to be 9 months. But life's just in a different place, man. And I'm back motivated doing this music. So even at 45 years old, like I noticed that people are still like listening to the music and enjoying it even more so now. I guess that I have more to say as I'm older and more mature and have experienced more life. So, that's where I'm at right now.
That's awesome, though, bro. You know, your experience, man, you've been doing it for a while. You know, you've been in the music. Like you said, you took a 9-year break or whatever it was. You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel you, man. It's the same thing with me a little bit. You know, like I was in the music scene when I was freshly out of high school. You know what I mean? Got into the music scene, and then probably for 5-6 years I was away. And then these past 5 years I've been doing this platform, you know? So that's badass, though, man. I appreciate you, Tony, for taking the time to be a part of this platform right here, man. And we hear your music, man. We hear it with Breeze. We hear it on the, we hear it everywhere. You know what I mean? You always have some great music like Characters. The new one, Thrilo, great track. You know what I mean? That was a dope video you made right there. And can you tell me what first got you into music, man? Like making it, or even just what's the first songs you ever heard that you remember or anything like that?
Well, the music aspect of hip hop was my father. You know what I mean? Shout out to Humberto. He used to listen to, he was all into Cool Mo D, LL Cool J, Fat Boys before they were the Fat Boys and they're calling themselves Disco 3, Melly Mel, Grandmaster Caz. That's like what he was listening to. And then as we got a little bit older, and I say we because we kind of grew up together. My father had me when he was, 19 years old. So essentially he was still growing up. He would listen to, NWA and then, everything that went from there. I just kind of it all molded me along the way.
Okay, that's awesome though, bro.
Yeah.
That's dope though. You know, your dad was the one who started you off in listening to music. You know, like most people, you know, we listen to what our parents play or what our
Yeah,
parents grew up listening to. That's
for
awesome
sure.
though, bro. And you can definitely tell you have a big like '90s influence. You know, even '80s influence in your style of music that you make. You know what I mean? Like the tracks that we hear from you. You know what I mean? That's awesome though, bro.
I appreciate that.
Let's get into the chat real fast. I appreciate everyone that's tapping. Shout out to Mo and shout out to Brace Music. I appreciate you guys, man. If you guys have any
But
questions,
Tony
anything
is
you want to
Tony.
ask Tony right here, let me know in the chat. Let's get it. Tony, how would you describe the music that you typically create, man?
Just experiences, man. You know what I mean? I try to more so put real life experiences. Working with my compadre. I didn't say this. DMC, shout out. My compadre is Glasses Malone. That's my daughter's godfather. That dude's a West Coast legend. For those that don't know who he is, bro. I think studying with him a long time, as a Mexican in hip hop, I think we all went through. And what's funny is I'm still watching the young guys that are having success today still struggle with the same thing, and they're not wondering. So they'll go, "Well, I'm getting views and I'm doing this and that, so I'm blowing up."
Yeah.
But then they wonder why they're not necessarily. Then they'll still complain and say, "Well, we're not on the main stage with the black people, with the black artists."
Yeah.
But the reality of it is that I think we should have always focused as Mexicans to put our culture within our music and stay in our lane, which does not mean you cannot work with black artists or you cannot be influenced by black artists. Obviously, we're going to be influenced by an art that was influenced by black culture.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I would say that, a lot of the music now with Glasses, studying these things and understanding when he was telling me like why it wasn't working or certain things weren't working or it was limited.
Up right there.
Are we good? Because I got good connection.
I got you. I hear you now.
Okay. I got good connection. My Wi-Fi is 5G.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. It's a StreamYard. Yeah.
Nah, where was I at? But anyway, I won't like drag it out, but what I'll say is this. I think that a lot of times we spend time trying to compete in an area where everybody's already competing when we have a lane where we can compete for our own selves and actually break out amongst ourselves. Whether West Coast or whatever. You know what I mean? So my style, I would just say now my music is more experience driven, and before it was more me trying to imitate what was already hot.
Yeah, I feel you.
You get what I'm saying? Because I was trying to make records. Like I had a record that did really well for me at one time called Dougie Fresh.
Yeah.
And it was dope, but it was during the time of that jerk movement. Remember, you're a jerk. You're a jerk. So it was that style beat. And I did the beat and the record did well. Shout out to Ken Wilson, who helped me work that record. I got it on Music Choice On Demand. I had it the video and the song on Music Choice On Demand. I got it on MTVU. I had it in about 35 stores in Chic's shoe store before that was a thing. Chic used to have TVs in there and they would play artist stuff. But before it was like I didn't know that was a thing till he told me. He's like, "Yo, I got you in 35 stores in Chic." I'm like, "They do that?"
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, I seen the videos. I didn't know they played independent artists though. Because I was an independent artist. So, I've had success with some records. I had real hip hop with Diamonique, my man A-File. That was another record that people were messing with. I've done a lot of great shows. I mean, I don't want to forget anybody, but a big factor in my career at one point was my man D Royal, who connected us with Mellow Man Ace. Mellow Man Ace took us under his wing. We did tours with him, with Kid Frost, with Bash, with Lighter Shade of Brown, Mac 10, all these different people. And then I broke off on my own. That he connected me with a dude named Lyric who worked for Sean Healy. And I would start doing my shows, bro, and that's how I was just grinding it. So I'm trying to get back into that mode, not to do it old school. I'm trying to find the new way to do it because I haven't started doing shows, but I am releasing new music now.
That's awesome though, bro. And like You've been in it for a while, man. You got a lot of experience. You've been doing, you got some records that did great, bro. And then now you're doing it around this time around, in this 2025, 2024. You know what I mean? Like trying to get with the new trend, trying to see how to do it now. You know what I mean? Like it's a
Mhm.
little different, but at the same time, there's a lot more tools and accessibility with the music now. You know what I mean? Like there's way more tools to be able to promote your music or even just record your music and stuff like that, and different ways to market it and get it out there. Like playlists or like you said, you were getting it put in stores back then. Like putting it on the 35-inch TV or the whatever it was. The So that's awesome though, bro. You've been doing it for a minute, doing the marketing and different styles, different everything. You've seen the music scene for since the early 2000s till now. You know what I mean? How do you feel about it now, man? Like, what do you think about? Like you were just saying a little bit ago, like some artists are, they're like complaining about, oh well, like I'm not on the main stage or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like, how do you
Well,
look at it now?
I think it's I think you still have certain artists that feel that way, and then you have other artists that are just doing what they do, which is okay. You know what I mean? Um, Sometimes you just have to do what you do and just uh tap into your fan base. And now more than ever, you have that opportunity with social media. Like you don't have to be, you know, Kendrick Lamar. You don't have to be Drake. You don't have to be J. Cole. Like, if you get to that level, cool. But if not, if you really enjoy doing this shit, then do it. You could be like Griselda. You know what I mean? You could be um uh like the Yodis, you know what I mean? Like you have your own fan base and people that you cater to, and you're still doing stuff with people, you know what I mean? What's that girl Snow the Product? I mean, she does stuff with people all the time, like big artists too, you know what I mean? Reggaeton artists, hip hop artists. She's done shit with like Snoop. So it's there for you, you know what I mean? It's just a matter of what you want to do. So that's the only way I see the game has changed, is that you have more ways to get people to see you and hear your music. That's a big change. It's more about what they see now. And
The
that's
visuals, yeah.
yeah, that's what I would say is a lot different. Is I feel like now for a lot of the newer artists, it's more about a lot of them, it's more about what you see before you even know the music. Like you don't even know the music and you already know who the person is. You don't even know if they rap. And then later you'll be like, oh, they rap.
Yeah,
You,
yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Whether they're good or not, by that time you already know them for whatever the antics are.
yeah. Whatever.
Like the baby. I didn't know the baby's music for a while, but I knew that he had that video where they try to bang on him in North Carolina, and he was like, "Oh, you're not gonna press me," woo, woo, and that went. And then he did some other shit in another store where he supposedly shot somebody or
Oh
something,
shit.
and he beat the case. And I knew all these other things that people were sharing
Yeah.
before I knew that he was a rapper.
Before an artist, yeah. And
You
that
know,
and that's the thing with social media now. You see people doing crazy shit, on video or things going on. Everyone's filming everything now, you know what I mean? So and then you get to see people like and then when you find out who they are or what they do, you're like, oh shit, that's who that is, you know what I mean? Like he makes that
mhm.
song or whatever it is. That's
Yeah,
awesome though, bro. You know what I mean? Like you were saying, like it's you don't have to have like you don't have to be on the main stage, like on the mainstream to get noticed now or to get, to make a living or to make, get seen or heard or be known in the music scene. Like there's a bunch of platforms now where you can get heard and get your shine, get your roses, whatever it is, just like a platform like this, like Tony Stock Showcase, you get different artists from all over the world, all over the country, sending their music. We get people that are beginning artists, we get experienced artists, and they get to get on a platform like this to get heard and showcase. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So uh,
exactly. I mean, even this, what you're doing, bro, this podcast, you know what I mean? Like the accessibility to be able to do that on your own and put it through your own channels and have your friends and people's friends listen to it by giving them a chance to, showcase their music on your platform. Yeah, it's
I
dope.
feel you, man. And and that's the thing. Like when I was growing up, bro, I knew a lot of great artists, bro. My whole life, I've known independent artists. You know what I mean? And I heard a lot of great artists throughout my whole life, and they didn't have a platform to get showcased on. They didn't have a platform to be heard unless they were on the radio or unless they were on, MTV or whatever it was. You know what I mean? So that's one of the biggest things why I do is, just to get everyone heard, to give everybody opportunity to get heard by different people, different music lovers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's always been the case, for a lot of artists, man, that's trying to get, the radio play, but then understand. I would say this to most artists, man, before you even start, like, the rapping part is your passion. But if you're gonna do this shit as a business, then you better learn the business, because it's a whole different that two totally different things.
Yeah. For fun and for fun or for business is different. You know what I mean? If you're just doing it for the passion to make some great music, to express yourself, all for it. But if you want to get, make some money off of it, you want to do some big shows, you want to get some placements, you got to learn a little bit about the marketing, you got to learn about the laws, you got to learn about everything for the music. You know what I mean?
Contracts
and everything. Yeah, exactly.
So
all right, well, Tony,
go ahead.
Let's get into one of your first tracks right here. This one's called Characters. Let's get it. Here we go.
Oh, dope, for sure.
Reminiscing the life. Reminiscing the life. Cruising in my whip, top down, reminiscing. Hand 12 o'clock on the wheel, busting missions. Packed in the deck, so you know I'm focused listening. Popo on our tails, running license like we skillin'. Still bending corners when my partner's making killings. Ain't gotta be a gang.
Blaze the haze, Lefty, let's get it.
What I learned from you, bandit. If you want it, go and get it. And if you start something, don't stop until you finish. So we keep getting money in this game called life. And we stay fresh fitted, so they know we are hype. Nice kicks, fresh jeans, couple chains, couple watches, C notes in our socks, platinum cards in our wallets. Smart street hustlers learn how to invest the profit. The ones that don't, well, they gotta take the losses. And if you make it out, shut your mouth and be cautious. We all know the game, so we know the streets.
Follow the code of the streets ever since I was young. Ran with the worst of the bunch, I was out having fun. Still got my stripes, I was there in the midst of the crime. I shed those tears from my peers, reminiscing the life.
Jealousy breeds envy and that's a fact. I'm done helping motherfuckers who stabbed me in the back. I gotta keep it pushing and I'm so far ahead. In the lead, comfy cushion, really getting this bread. I always remember what this gentleman said. I was only 15, but it stuck in my head. More money, more problems, more women, more condoms, more game, more knowledge, more fakes in your column. I got it, I get it, I understood the content. Dudes be worse than bitches and I don't need the nonsense. This is why I'm constant but conscious of the conflict. Stick to the topic, the logic in my process. Yo, I'm light years ahead of these cats, and I'ma be right here running victory laps. Ain't gotta be in the streets to know the code of the streets, but be part of the streets and know what they
Follow
mean.
the code of the streets ever since I was young. Ran with the worst of the bunch, I was out having fun. Still got my
This was produced by Loon Breeze.
in the midst of the crime. I shed those tears from my peers, reminiscing the life.
I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Appreciate you, Joey. Let's get it.
Reminiscing the life.
It's a little insane. What up?
Li, Oreo, from the squad, my man Jazzo the Juggernaut.
Ever since I was young, ran with the worst of the bunch, I was out having fun. Still got my stripes, I was there in the midst of the crime. I shed those tears from my peers, reminiscing the life. Reminiscing the life. Reminiscing the life.
Hip Hop Alcatraz, Tony Nario, produced by Breeze right there, Loon. Let's get it. Characters was the name of that one. Let me see those emojis. I appreciate everyone that's tapped in my here. The Tony Nario Tuesday Takeover. Let's get it. I appreciate you guys. Tony, man, tell me a little bit about that track right there, man.
Man, you know what? I ain't gonna lie, bro. So during that time that I took that break, man, I had a whole project already done with Loon, and I went through some shit, and he still held on to the music for me. He didn't give up the beats to nobody. And when I released that, which was only what, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I had already had it like 9 years already. So that's
Yeah.
how old that track is.
Yeah,
But
that's it.
me and Loon, Loon is just dope, man. Like Loon be going through shit and he puts it all through the tracks. He's like dope at doing that too. And that track right there, was me going through some things as well, bro. Like that's why the beat was perfect. My boy Low Diggs came through, laced the hook. Shout out to him. And my cousin Adam had passed. I had lost a lot of different people, like probably about 2-3 different people in my life had passed away during when I wrote that record. So if you listen to it, that's why I'm like talking about all these lessons and things that I've learned, because that's what it is. The video's out on YouTube too. If you guys get a chance, man, Tony Nario, Hip Hop Alcatraz, man, check it out. Videos right there for that one. My man Wacko shot that.
And that's what do you say? Low Diggs is the guy in the hook.
Yeah, my man Low Diggs. He calls himself the landlord of R&B.
Okay, yeah, that track's a solid. I think that's one of the first tracks I heard from you was that song with their characters, man. That's a great track.
I appreciate that.
Can you tell me who have you collaborated with? Like it can be like artists, producers.
Yeah, well, you talking about like of known names or something like that?
Anyone you want to mention? Anyone you want to mention that you've collaborated or worked with?
Yeah, well, my man A-File, my man Rolo, my man Tommy Guns, Rated TG, Drastic Measures. Obviously, my man Loon. We've been down like 4 flats for 100 years. My man Kano, I'm working on some new stuff with him on the new album Loon is the main producer, but the new project is mainly Loon. And then we have a couple of tracks right now that we just added, one from my man Kano and 2 from my man Jericho. So, my man Jericho is somebody actually I went to high school with, and I happened to see him at our reunion. He was like, "Yo, I'm making beats. I've always made beats. He goes, let me shoot you some shit." Like, yeah, shoot it over. He had some fire. I was like, damn. I'm like, all right.
You've been hiding these?
Yeah. I went to school with a lot of dope MCs too, bro. Like my man, because I went to school in Santa Monica, but I went to school like with my man Matre and Ludacris. They're both from the Shapeshifters English League. If like hieroglyphics and all that, fools like that. And then in Inglewood, I went to school with like, I not went to school. I grew up with guys like my man Joey Black, who actually, has shot a lot of the videos that you're seeing now on the new tracks.
Yeah.
Man Joey Black. They were always connected with like 1500 or nothing. Okay. I don't know if you know them, they're producers and shit too. So yeah, man, I've been around a lot of people, man. Because of Glasses, I've been around everybody. Like I've been around Wayne.
I don't know what's going on with the connection, but
huh? What happened?
You cut off for a little bit right there. My bad.
Okay. I was saying that because of Glasses, I've been around like a lot of dope artists. Like I've been around Wayne. I've been around Kendrick Lamar. Fucking who did he have us around? He had us around Cat Williams one time. Joel Santana came to the studio. Like he's got Glasses has mad relationships. I mean, he's been in the system, so like that fool will call me. People be tripping. My lady be tripping out because he called me last time and we were chopping it up on some boxing, and it was Baby Bash and Royce the 5'9".
Nice.
And we were just talking about boxing because they're real big boxing fans. So she was tripping out. She's like, "Is that really Baby Bash?" Like, why would I didn't make the call. Glasses called me. Why is he gonna call me with fake Baby Bash and a fake Royce the 5'9"?
That's funny. That's cool though, bro. That's what's awesome about it. You know what I mean? Like when you know someone that's connected, and even not even just connected, but just knowing somebody and they have connections with anybody else and different individuals. You just get along. You just hang out at the barbecues or the kickbacks, family parties. Quinceañeras, whatever it is. it's also when you interact with artists like that, you know what I mean, and you get to see, you know, their, you know, with them one on one, you get to experience them, you know, and that's awesome though, bro. You know,
Oh, I got one for you if you want to hear it.
okay,
What a highlight for me, bro. I felt like a superstar. This is already quite a few years ago, maybe like 10 plus.
okay,
But when I became really good friends with Mellow Man Ace,
yeah,
and we were doing what we like the touring and all that, my uncle was going to turn 50 and my aunt wanted to know if I could get, you know, them to perform, and Mellow Man Ace and Kid Frost came and performed at my uncle's 50th birthday.
oh shit, that's tight.
Yeah, bro. He performed Family Affair. This is for La Raza. Ain't No Sunshine. He did Mello did Mentirosa, Mas Pingon. That shit was fire, bro. That shit was dope.
That's just badass though, bro. That's just, you know, those are some legends right there too, man. You know, I grew up listening to those guys as well. You know what I mean? Mellow Man A's,
Sure.
everyone like that. You know, that's awesome, bro. That's dope that you know, you interact with them, their family. You know what I mean? That's dope. You know, so that kind of, you know, motivated you, you know, as well to keep, you know, making the music and being involved in the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you tell me like what's one of your favorite tracks that you've created so far, man?
Favorite would probably be the one that you just played, was probably Characters.
Okay.
Just because I felt like it was the first time that I think even on my rap level, my talking, like everything is more conversational now, as opposed to like trying to like, if you listen to sometimes people rap, they're like, they try to rap, you know, it's like, I'm rapping and I'm rapping, and it's like, that's not like, you can rap that way, but I like, you know, Nas is one of my favorite MCs, you know what I mean? And Jay is another one, and Biggie and Pac. And if you listen to those guys, even though Pac was erratic at times, like they have real conversations on tracks. That's why the records are so good. They're not rapping, they're just talking, and they're good storytellers. So that was probably like the first time I think that I was getting better at, and I think I'm getting better even as I'm getting older. I think the newer tracks are even better than that. And the newer ones that we're going to put out for the new album, Chicano Hip Hop, with Breeze, those are even better.
That's awesome though, bro. You know, like you said, people they rap to rap. They're rapping about rapping. You know what I mean? That's what I heard someone say that before. Like people are rapping about rapping. You know, but you got
Breeze probably said that because
I heard Breeze say that before. You know, it's good when you storytell, when you paint pictures in people's minds, like they imagine what you're saying or they realize what you're saying, like they feel like it hits them in the chest, like, oh shit, that's like some deep shit right there. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
some experience.
Absolutely.
All right, Tony, let's get into your next track. I believe this one's called Soon You'll Know, I believe. Let's see.
No, Soon You'll See.
Soon You'll See.
Yeah, that's another one featuring Low Diggs. That's off the same project. If you guys want to check that out, the whole project is called Soon You'll See. All you guys got to do on any of your streaming, put Tony Nario, just like Mario, but with an N, Nario, and all my music will pop up for you, dating back to my first album.
All right, for sure. Let's get it. Soon You'll See by Tony Nario. Let's go.
Yeah. Right about now,
you know how long I've been waiting for this.
I'm about to show it to you personally.
I'm about to make a name for myself, yeah.
I'm going to take you on a little journey with me. Paint you a nice little picture of who I am. Check it out. I wake up in the morning, 5:30, bright and early. Sun ain't even set yet, still I'm up working. Smoke on my breath from the cold I inhale. Still I work hard for my life to prevail. We all do dirt, thank God I dodged jail.
Appreciate you, E6. Let's get it, homie.
What that entails, so I stepped it up a notch, stop messing with the block.
Appreciate you, Lefty.
My eyes peeled like a hawk. Mama always said there'll be days like this, so when the shit hits the fan, I don't even get pissed. I take the ups and the downs with a grain of salt. Look back on my past and I see my faults. I was a good kid, mixed up with the wrong folks. So every night I helped mama with the pot roast and played ball till the lights came on, until Pop started yelling, boy, get your ass home.
Soon you'll see just where you're supposed to be. So come take a trip with me. Roll up and down the street. Soon you'll see we all take a different road. Nobody really knows how it's gonna be, but
Years fly by, I don't even feel them no more. I take it day by day, seeing what's in store. Elementary been gone, junior high been gone. High school, I was a mess, man, the time's been gone. Got my license plate ball, winter prom.
What you sipping on, E6?
Boys was shitting on. Top notch, hot vibes, how I was picking on. Young player in the making, I was getting on. In and out of love, in love with the flesh. Just a young
What you guys smoking on? What you guys sipping on? Let's get it.
Money, not worried about the rest. Putting value on materials, thinking that was success. But nah, I soon learned the value of life and how not valuing your blessings end up losing your rights, losing your sight. Don't want to be a loser in life, but I'm a winner. I never been the losing side.
Now see just where you're supposed to be. So come take a trip with me. Roll up and down the streets, and you'll see we all take a different road. Nobody really knows how it's gonna be, but
so I sat down and buckle up, map out a formula, never back down, knuckle up, look in my cornea. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, and I ain't never been the type to let a person take control. My soul is my soul, my heart is my heart. Take that from me, I hope you
Alcatraz getting it going in.
Go hard, always playing the game smart, so don't get out of line if you ain't willing to play the part. I've been doing me, not even mimicking.
These shit's got the 19 crimes, red wine. Let's get it.
30 years down the line, bet I'm still doing me. Fresh kicks, fresh denim, Ralph Lauren polo tee. I'm so classy, listen to how I'm spazzing. None of my vocals clashing. Shout out my nigga Glasses. Love where my life is at, it's fantastic. I'm taking y'all in time, my stories you can have.
you'll see just where you're supposed to be. So come take a trip with me. Roll up and down the streets, and you'll see we all take a different road. Nobody really knows how it's gonna be, but soon you'll see. Soon you'll see. Soon you'll see. Soon you'll see.
I appreciate everyone that's tapped in right here to the Tony Nario Tuesday Takeover. Let us know how you guys are feeling out there. If you guys have any questions, be sure to let us know on the chat. Tony, man, tell me a little bit about that's by Low, featuring Low Diggs as well, right?
Yeah, produced by Loon. I'm telling you, we was in a groove for that project, bro. That whole project is fire. And we actually had way more tracks. I just cut it down to like the solid 8 because I was a little self-conscious about some of the records. I didn't like the way I was rapping on them anymore.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, I'm way better than that. So I kept the ones that I felt I was the best on.
Okay.
And the other ones, you know, Loon's always understanding. You know what I mean? He was like, all right, man, well, you know, it's like, that's what he goes. He's like, I like them, you know.
Yeah, he's like, I feel it, but you're like, nah, I do better now. You know what I mean? I figured that's how it be. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like I've heard recently, like some artists, you know, they record like probably like I heard Michael Jackson recorded like probably like 200 songs for one album, and then he would just pick the top, you know, whatever ones they were. You know what I mean? So that's and then you cut some out, you leave some in, you know, whatever you do. You know what I mean? That's awesome though, bro. Let's get to know Tony Nario a little bit, man. Can you tell me what do you like to sip on, man? Do you sip or do you smoke? You do anything like that?
Nah, not a drinker, man. Haven't smoked in years. I smoked probably from the age of like 17 to about 25, but not that I quit. It just went away. Drinking, it's always hard to explain this because I don't drink, but I drink. Okay, so it's like you won't catch me out at a bar drinking or nothing like that. But if I'm somewhere with friends, family, where I feel very, very comfortable, I'll sip on something. Usually, maybe like probably like some 1800.
Tony, you cut out right there. You said you're all drinking with family or friends.
That's no. I'm saying if I'm with family and friends where I feel comfortable,
okay,
you know what I mean. Then I'll have a sip or two, and usually it's like, you know, I'm old school, like with the Hennessy, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I might mix it with some Coke. What Cazadores, Presidente, 1800. You know what I mean? A little mixed drink, something like that, some light.
That's cool though, man. It is what it is. Just drink on occasions, whenever you feel the right mood. You know what I mean? Like me
Yes.
myself, I don't drink anymore either, man. I stopped drinking at the age of like I think like 23, 24, around there. I stopped drinking. I haven't drank since then. I'm like 33 now. So
Did you
I
used to
feel you,
drink
man.
beer?
I used to drink beer, hard liquor, everything, bro. I used to drink everything, man. I was a teenage drinker. I drank since when I was
Yeah.
a teenager a lot. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I had to get off of that. But like what's your
E6.
favorite drink though? Like your beverage, what's your favorite beverage? Like, coffee, tea, soda, water, or
What I'm not supposed to drink is like root beer. You know what
okay.
I mean? Like the classic root beer, vanilla cream root beer. That's me. But what I drink these days right now, I just drink unsweetened iced tea.
That's sweet iced tea. Okay,
Straight
okay.
up, or water. I really stick to that every now and then. Lemonade, mango lemonade. It's like fruity drinks. Pause. You know what I mean? Just like
Well, I feel you, I feel you. And you were talking about boxing earlier, man. You were talking about like the Glass Malone and Babe Bash and all them about boxing.
man, hell
You're
yeah.
a big fan of those boxing, man. Tell me a little bit about who are some of your favorite fighters, or who do you like watching? You know what I mean?
These days, like right now, obviously like Tank, Delfimo, Shakur, Keyshawn Davis, Anthony Joshua, Wilder, and the heavyweights, obviously Canelo, you know what I mean? They're not heavyweights, but in the heavyweights, Alexander Usyk, shit. So many names, bro. There was just a good one too. Zhang just got stopped by I think it was Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker's another heavyweight that's doing his thing.
What do you think about Jake Paul?
He's a very good marketing YouTuber.
Yeah. I feel you. That's good.
And he
Though.
fights. He fights.
What do you think about that Tyson fight, man? Like, how'd you feel about that?
I don't know, bro. To me, I don't think none of his fights are real. I think that it's all like some kind of a setup.
Okay, like they're like acting. Yeah.
I think like this is what I believe about him. I think he's found a way to take boxing, and I don't think that he doesn't take boxing training serious because he knows how to fight. But I don't think that when he throws an event, he's like genuinely trying to be a boxer. Because if you would fight a real boxer. And the one time he did, he lost, which was to Tom Fury, which is Tyson Fury's brother. They both had the same pedigree. I think they were like 4-0, you know what I mean? And so you're two beginning boxers and you lose to the guy that's an actual boxer. Knock everyone else out, and I think that again, me personally, you're asking me, I think that the guys he's fought from UFC, I think it's on some WWE shit, bro. It's like
Yeah, I feel you. A lot of people feel the same way. You know what I mean? They say that they're set up, or it's just for entertainment purposes. They get the views, they get the streams, they get the money. You know what I mean? So I feel you, man. Well,
it's my opinion.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Well, let's get into your next track right here. I believe. Let's see what this one's called real fast. E6 says he's got the 1800 Reposado.
I seen that.
Getting lifted over there.
Wine and tequila.
See pressure. We're not playing any other artist music tonight. We're just playing Tony Nario's tracks tonight. But tap in with me later. I'll play your music tomorrow. I got you. E6 says he got to drink water, coffee, tea with tequila.
Wine and tequila.
Oh, wine and tequila. The heart on the screen is blocking it. That's probably why.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go. I think this one's called Hip Hop.
It's probably real hip hop.
Real hip hop with Dominique and
Diamonique. You know who she is, right? Diamonique?
Not too familiar, no.
Really? She's like that's why I say, bro, like with like Chicanos and hip hop, you gotta dig back to like ALT and all those guys, like Mr. Night Owl, that whole generation. Diamonique was a little bit after them, bro. But if I had to give her a comparison in our world as a Chicana, I would call her the Mexican MC Light.
Okay, that's crazy.
Like that's how dope she is. She's dope, bro.
Well, let's get it. Real hip hop, right? You said?
Yes, sir.
Tony. All right, let's get it. Yeah, real hip hop by Alcatraz, Tony Nario, and Dominique. Let's get it. Here we go.
Yo, it's your man Alcatraz. I got my man
A foul.
my homegirl Dion Monique. We're gonna tell you what that real hip hop is about. Y'all ready?
Let's go.
Must have been 6 when I first fell in love with her. How you know love at 6? But the girl nourished them. Yeah, hipped them to the game. Kid never been the same. Fresh gold chain, sipping champagne. Devil wears Prada, so I pull the hottest game. Can't tell me nada, man. She got no Kanye. Nose wide open, smelling good, strong J. She say your flow butter. Parquet, I say gnarly. She burn up the Marley. We post up in parlay. Hov and Beyonce together, but undercover. Forever, put that on my mother. She got me insane. Island shudder. DiCaprio flow, no escaping the truth. And he be I, so see me rise. She raised me adolescent, teenage. Now I've grown to the sky, closer to G.O.D.
So real hip hop. Joey says, "Let's get it, Joey. Appreciate you."
No one close to him when the flow begin. My flow is oxygen.
Regina Roxy, appreciate you.
Real hip hop. Real hip hop.
Shout out my homegirl Regina. She went to high school with me. Checking in. Appreciate you, Jitters.
Yeah, 15, nice catch, just standing, spin the rap, you know, Jeremy Guastino, she had me at hello, despite the ADD, she got me focusing, plotting, scheming on building this castle for us.
Hey Tony, we're gonna let this one play out, and I'm gonna get it to Dougie Fresh, and then we'll be back.
Really up on much. Forever fresh, the philosophy taught me where to find good music, how to do this. Express myself with the words, cause as we're gonna learn, a man's word be his most important asset. For that, got it back from this very moment to the casket. She whispers to me, forget the past and remain classic. Hustle hard, but don't forget to take a puff and relax a bit. Content with what we got, but she showed me there's more to get. Bet she influenced the style of this individual. And while I'm digging in the crates, getting ready to consummate this Love Jones. Show the world this is home, cause this is where the heart is. Show the world this is home, cause this is where the heart is.
Real hip hop. Real hip hop.
I raise you from a snot nose to a real MC. My lyrics bullets, I'm spitting like how Berettas be. Got many elements, forever I'm irrelevant. Your genre is small and I am like an elephant. Allow me to be brief like a pelican. I'm hotter than someone who's been to hell and back again. Chips, I'm racking them. Steps, I'm stacking them. Went mainstream, hopped in the lack with them. Been across the states, the seas, and the globe. Non-stop shows made over 100-fold. A birth of a culture that's worth more than gold. I hold you in my arms and ease on down the road. You gotta turn me up loud, ain't no other way. Funk, soul, and jazz is in my DNA. I ain't trying to be violent, so put the guns away. And I will never sell out, so put the ones away. Yeah.
My man Lone. What up, Lone? Man, Oreo, appreciate you, Oreo, always, man. Thanks, E6, appreciate that, brother. That means a lot. I love the beat nuts.
Real hip hop. Real hip hop. I stay fresh. Dougie fresh. I stay fresh. Dougie fresh. I stay fresh. Dougie fresh. I stay fresh. Dougie fresh.
You can hit me on the hip, meet me at the club. You can hit me on the hip.
I told you, E6, she's hard, bro.
Let's get it, Dominique, got down.
Dougie fresh, rolling with the bad boys. 650i low pros on them alloys. Okay. Y'all know I'm chopping, cutting up the streets. I keeps it popping, turn up the beat. Fresh thought streets, Levi's Monster. Oh yeah, chicks say he's awesome. Got my mojo back like I was Austin. Put a sign on my front that say caution. You know
Appreciate you, Breeze, for tapping in, homie. You're on. Let's go.
Sit back, listen how I flip raps. New era fitted Prada sunblock. Cause you know how I get it. Machachas with the knockers. Love candy, call me Willy Wonka. And when I'm put on the spot, I'm such a monster. I can't help it, I'm just so Dougie. They all call me jerk, but the chicks still love me. I stay fresh. I stay fresh. I stay fresh. I stay fresh.
You can hit me on the hip, meet me at the club. You can hit me on the hip, meet me at the club. You can hit me on the hip.
Let's get it, Most lifted and gifted. Let's
Meet
go.
me on the hip, meet me at the club.
Step in the club, all eyes on me. Got cakes like 31 flavors ice cream. Y'all know the class, styling on that ass. Piling up the cash flow, spreading like a rash. We get dough like A-Rabs. We only fly if it's A-class. Got models like Sajax. Oh, you hating? Clean it up with Ajax. I gotta get mine fresh on the front line. Hot bling, neck shine, topping, fresh fly. This how it is, man. 100 on the wristband, 100 for my hit, man. Now you deep shit, man. Back to fashion, spit with passion. Always matching, this how I'm acting. Fresh to find me, can't outshine me. Sorry, no jobs, we not hiring. Fresh.
Dougie fresh.
I stay fresh. I stay fresh.
You can hit me on the hip, meet me at the club. You can hit me on the hip, meet me at the club. You can
Let me see those emojis. Let's go.
club. You can hit me on the hip.
We're turning up on a Tuesday.
I'm in the club, looking hella Dougie. I'm in the club, looking hella Dougie. I'm in the club, looking hella Dougie. They all call me jerk, but the chicks still love me. I can't help it. 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 I'm just so Dougie. They all call me jerk, but the chicks still love me. I stay fresh. I stay fresh. I stay fresh. I stay fresh.
You can hit me on the hip, meet me at the club. You can hit me on the hip, meet me at the club. You can hit me on the hip, meet me at the club. You can hit me on the hip, meet me at the club.
How long I've been waiting for this. Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Dougie fresh right there by Alcatraz, Tony Nario, man. Tell me a little bit more about that one, man. What inspired that one right there, man?
Shit, my man Rated TG, my man Tommy Guns from Drastic Measures. That's off the project My Neck of the Woods Volume 2, which I actually had it hosted by DJ Tony Touch. So, you know, I met Tony Touch through Mello. Your man E6 compared us to on the Real Hip Hop to the Beat Nuts. I got to meet Psycho Les and Juju, both amazing guys. I was their chauffeur when they were here for the Latin Rap Conference. Mello set that up along with Tony Touch, and from that I became friends with them. And Tony, bro, till this day, like he'll text me when he's in town, like, "Yo, pull up to the club." So he hosted that on that project, and yeah, man, that was that project. My man Tommy Guns was like, I told him what I wanted to kind of beat, and then we were like, all right, well, let's make something, and he was like, fresh, Dougie fresh, and I was like, yeah, that's hot. I was like,
yeah.
So
That's just a banger right there, man.
Yeah, so you know, he's a dope ass producer, man. Him, Jim Nays, the homie Peru, you know, they're all off separate doing separate things now, but at one time it was just one cohesive Drastic Measures crew. And then that's kind of around the time I met Loon. I want to say I met Loon through Oreo. I think I want to say that. I can't remember for sure, so don't kill me, guys. But and then that's when, because Loon got to work in that circle as well when we were working on Soon You'll See. He would come to the studio. Because I like to get guys that I have producing to work together. If they can touch things on pause, if they can touch things like on the same track or whatever, I don't, you know, some producers don't like to do that, but I think that that's great to collaborate that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Two different aspects, two different perspectives on one, you know, banging ass beat. That's awesome though, bro. That's dope. That's dope. Shout out to all those artists you mentioned, everyone that, and I appreciate everyone that tapped in right here to the Tony Nario Tuesday takeover right here. I'm already lifted and gifted, as you guys can tell. Tony, I appreciate you, man. I have a few more questions for you, man.
Yeah.
What's one of the most spontaneous things you've done in life or in the music? Whatever you want to share.
Spontaneous things I've done In life or in the music? I used to do a lot of bullshit in the music, bro. And I'll say spontaneous. You're at do a show and you meet women in different cities and you just do spontaneous stuff.
Just go explore the city, yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, I remember one of my homegirls who was a photographer from one day to the next, like, yo, let's go to San Francisco and shoot. So we literally hopped in the car and went to shoot some pictures and shit in San Francisco. And that was like literally like spontaneous, like just last minute, let's roll.
Okay, that's awesome though, bro. That's cool though, man. I appreciate everyone that tapped into tonight to the Tuesday Takeover, and I appreciate you, Tony, for tapping in, man, being a part of the platform. What's one of your biggest goals in life or with the music, whatever you want to share?
With the music, man, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think with the music, man, it's just doing what I'm doing now. I'm enjoying doing the music, recording it, the process, the sessions that I get to have with my friend Loon. You know what I mean? Like when me and him have sessions, bro, it's like nonstop jokes, and then it'll be like real life conversations, like about life, different things that we go through, and then we're just like creating, like that one song that he has, First Place. Like we were just chilling, bro. We were chilling, and he was playing it, and I was like, "You can't keep up with me because I'm in first place." And he was like, "That's tight," and I was like. You want to record it? He was like, yeah, go in the booth. All right, cool. So I went. Literally, that's how it went, bro.
That's spontaneous right there.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, and in life, bro, I just want my kids to know that I'm that dude. I'm that their father's always there, and I'm a great father. That's all I really want people to. Not people. That's all I want. I care about my kids and my family. To understand that. That's it.
Your family, yeah. No, that's awesome, bro. Family, man. That's awesome, though, bro. We have these next 3 tracks coming up right here. Can you tell me about this first one coming up? It's called Hustle.
So these right here are. I've always done Spanglish, and I just didn't do full projects of Spanglish. So if you go to my early records, you'll find records like on my very first album. I have a track called Mexicumbia and Represento. You know what I mean? And I used to have friends tell me like, yo, you would have more success if you just rapped in Spanish. And I used to be like, why am I going to rap in Spanish? Like I can rap in English. Like, I'll just do some Spanish. Most of them never could convey for whatever reason till many years later when I started hanging out with Glasses. It wasn't even Glasses. It was Uncle Hen, a guy named Uncle Hen. And he was like, that Spanglish shit, the Spanish. And I was like, yeah, you should do that all the time. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, like, he's like, I don't know what he's talking about. Not rapping Spanish. He was like, the English and the Spanish, that's your Chicano, he said. And it made me start thinking, bro. So these tracks are all off of Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt. All of these are mixtapes. I got one more video coming still.
Okay.
Called Feeling It, which is going to be shot by Mads the Hated, the video. And these are all basically like me and Breeze working on this Chicano hip hop project, because now where he took with the rhymes, when he seen what I was doing with the rhymes, now he actually put the music to it, and we've produced tracks together. I bring samples, he has samples, and they're fire, and he makes them Chicano hip hop, even though Chicano is hip hop. So yeah, that's all it is, bro. And all these tracks are bilingual. They're all Spanglish.
Spanglish. Okay, well, let's get into this first one here called Hustle. Let's get it. Here we go.
Sure.
You know how long I've been waiting for this?
Empiezo cada día rezándole a Dios as take care of my gente, watch over my boys. Cause in las calles, fools, they be tripping. Not just gangs, one time put you in submission. This ain't new, been like this for some time. Fucking up the barrios, poisoning our minds. Mi gente, stand up for mi gente. Con fuerza y lucha, we gon' be tremendous. Possibilities is endless. Go back to your country, bitch, we relentless. Fuck you mean, this is our land. So I'm walking as such and you can kiss my ass. Si no te gusta, tal vez no me juzgues. Si tienen miedo, pues putos no me busquen. We right here, we ain't going nowhere. bread. Traten de movernos, we ain't never scared. American born descendants of indigenous. I'm always torn, but I ain't siding with no idiots. But I ain't siding with no idiots.
Thank you, Mo. I appreciate that.
Let's get it, let's get it. Hustle right there by Tony Nario. E6 says the beauty of collaboration, definitely a dope show. I appreciate you, Mo. All right, let's go ahead and pause on real fast. Tell me about this one coming up right here, man. The Presidente, man.
Again, you know, these are all just one verse freestyles, you know what I mean? Or as they call them, freestyles, they're written, because freestyles to me is like off the dome, right?
Yeah.
But as they call them freestyles, I just wanted to kind of perfect the style and the craft. So El Presidente is just another one. This one's about, you'll see, you know, as I'm starting to talk more about my kid and just being a good man. You know, I'm always about la gente, you know what I mean? The raza. So it's like, I make sure that I always implement, you know, this is for raza, you know, and I don't, when I say raza, you know, I definitely mean the gente, but I mean anybody that's hip hop, bro. So that's, you know, black, brown, Asian, you name it. That's still la cultura. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the culture. I feel you. That's awesome, though, bro. And you know that, like you were saying earlier, like you're getting more into like storytelling or giving knowledge. You know, painting a picture with what you say, what you in your words, and these are examples of it right here.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get it. El Presidente by Tony Nario. Let's go.
I'm out for presidents to represent me. I'm out for every presidents to represent me.
Hay días que me pongo a pensar, ni sé si la lana vaya a alcanzar. But she need new shoes and she need new clothes and she gotta eat healthy in order for her to grow. So me agarro los huevos a huevo, like Oreo say, no hay de otra. Take on my day, think about my daughter every step of the way. I pray. I'm a different type of people. Rapping for my gente, discutiendo con los gringos, but I do this for the people and I do this for the culture. Hip hop's in my sangre, you could never call me vulture. Nunca, I'ma do my thing the way I move by. Make folks jealous the way I grew up. Got me fucked up, call the grua, causing heart attacks con mis letras. Who would've knew I pin this dope, age like fine wine. Been the dopest Mexican ahead of my time. Aunque no apoyen, me van a respetar. Sigo adelante, no chance que voy parar. No, I don't abide by, cry by the system, not for me. Clearly they corns. I don't march, I don't protest. Just know que si se puede. And everything I do it por mi gente.
Tony Nario getting down with that one right there, El Presidente. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Oh yeah. Shout out my woman Janine and my son Nasir, logged in right now.
Appreciate you guys for tapping in. Tony, all right. You have anything you want to say before we get out of here? We're gonna end it with your last track, Trilo. Be sure to check out the video on his page for that one. Trilo coming up right now in a bit.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram, man. Tony Nario, man. Lock in. If you want the follow back, all you got to do is say, yo, follow back. I mean, I try to follow everybody, but sometimes Instagram don't really just tell you stuff all the time. Just check me out, man. New project, Chicano Hip Hop, coming very soon. Working on that, getting the videos together. And in whatever y'all do, man, go hard. Don't never give up. Put God first. You know, I'm not trying to preach, but big believer in the Most High. Put God first, and everything's going to always work out. Don't put it in your own understanding. Put it in his understanding, in his hands, and life going to be good to you.
Let's get it. I appreciate those words right there, man. And I appreciate you, Tony, man. You have a great night. We're going to end it right here, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everyone that tapped in right here.
Thank you for having me, brother.
No problem, man. No problem. Thank you to everyone that tuned in right here to the Tony Nario Tuesday Takeover. You guys have a great night here. Enjoy this last track right here. Trilo by Tony Nario. Let's get it. Here it goes.
Miren quién llegó, yo soy el mero mero. Y'all dudes acting like straight bitches, sentimental. My flow mental, mejor que se pongan frenos. No soy menso, don't play, no soy un juego. I'm the captain, El Capitan, rich like Grey Poupon, thick how I lay it on.
Appreciate you, Joey. Appreciate you, Germicide. Let's go.
Message the henchman, ya no comprende. Now están llorando, ven que te despensen. Frontin' for your gente, split your shit, now get your hefe. Ball you to death, hasta que me respeten. #1 Mexican, beat it in your head till you get it. I like my bitches bad with mad ass and high class, mad deep. Built to last, I'm in my home class, Nita, top down 2-seater. Escuchen bien, mexicanos arriba. Tráelo.
I appreciate everyone that tapped in right here to the Tony and Nario Tuesday Takeover. You guys have a great night. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Hey, what up, though? You're tuned in to Tony's Talk, the flyest podcast on the West Coast, homeboy. California. Hey, what up, Tony? Shit, I'm ready, dog. Bang me in. It's still back to the money, no stopping. About to call my G's, we about to get it poppin'. Spit that real shit to keep your whole head knocking. CBC told me I got that shit to keep it poppin'. Tony on the phone, I said, if I'm with it or I'm not. Roll a couple buses, about to be a nada. Walk up in the party like the hardest in the room. Walk up in the party with a bad bitch or two. Step up in the corner, shit, homie, what it do? It's holla at your wallet.
Appreciate you, Mo. Have a great night.
Be about to get into.
Y'all.
So we can walk it all through shit. Tony's Talk, homie, from 21 to 22. We lifted and gifted cause we the highest in the room. We about to get into it, baby. Bring your friends too. Put the panties to the side, I'm about to get into. Hey, so when you got me trying me. Shit, baby, let me know. Cause your bitch, she be eyeing me. And I'm about to take her home. So when you got me trying me. Shit, baby, let me know. Cause your bitch, she be eyeing me. And I'm about to take her home. I done told y'all, this is Tony's Talk. It's your boy Mike, you know, the flyest one you know. Thanks for tuning in. We gonna see you next week. And the week after that, and the week after that.